Hi everyone, I am Sarah with Twin Beans Coffee Company, and this is Mike.
I'm Mike, I work at CSI in the outdoor program.
And today we're gonna go over Aeropress. Now we've done Aeropress before in one of our last videos, but we're doing how we do an Aeropress when we're out backpacking or camping. I like Aeropress because it's so lightweight. I think I've said this before, but it's so lightweight and easy to use. And then we have two different filters, and you just saw why. We have your paper filter, and then today I'm gonna use my metal filter. The reason I prefer metal filters is because paper ones tend to fly away in the breeze. So I tend to just not use those as much. We're gonna get set up here.
Another reason to take the metal filter is, especially if you're going for multiple days in a row, you don't have to carry extra paper filters. You don't have to get worried about getting them wet. You can reuse it, it's really easy to clean. And then if you decide to you can either carry your coffee grounds out with you in the trash, but you can also take the grounds, put them out at the base of a tree or out at the base of a bush. They kind of go back into the soil, so it's kind of a purity thing. We're not leaving little white filters all over the backcountry, so this is just something you can take out with you. So it ends up being really convenient to have one of these metal filters.
All right, we're just gonna boil our water. There we go, it sets up right there.
We're using water out of a water bottle that was already pre-treated, but since we're boiling it, you could use any water in the environment. The boiling itself actually kills all the bad juju that we're worried about, which is kind of convenient. This Jetboil is a super efficient stove, so it boils really fast, so you're using less fuel. It's a little bit bigger. You can use any stove. All we really need is water that hits that temperature to kill all of the bad things that we're worried about, your giardias, your cryptosporidiums, any of the microorganisms that are living in the water. And then once we do that, we can use whatever brew method of choice. So having a stove with you makes it easier. You don't have to worry about, is this water treated or not? We're actually going to be boiling it as we're out there, which is pretty convenient.
Okay, so I'm gonna get our Aeropress set up, and we've gone over all the really fun toys and extras that you have with an Aeropress, but I left several items behind. So typically you would have a cone funnel that you'd set on top. It's a really awkward shape, so I'm not going to bring that with me. Also, you just don't want that extra weight. So I'm gonna grab my coffee. I did bring my scoop. Just put it right in there. You're all prepped. I think that's done.
Yeah.
Nice, that was fast. Let's set that aside there. Very, very hot. There we are. And normally you'd have a fun little teapot that you could pour it in. You could be really, really precise. That's just not gonna happen out here, so we're gonna very gently pour it in. Nice and even. There we go. And then normally you'd have your little paddle, but I'm just gonna use the back of the spoon today to give it a nice stir. Just like that. And then with our metal filter, I'm gonna set it up here. My cute little camper mug. Thank you. And I think we've got about another few seconds before we put it on and we plunge it. So we got a little bit more time there. So we're gonna set it up here. And then we're gonna go nice and slow. What is your favorite method when you're backpacking? I'm curious.
So I love carrying an Aeropress. I actually carry a little mini Porlex ceramic burr grinder when I'm feeling really fancy and want to drink the good coffee. So I'll go buy some Twin Beans whole beans, and I'll come out with my my Aeropress grinder. So I'll actually grind the coffee right there and make it in the backcountry. But a lot of times you need time, space, and people that aren't waiting for you if you're gonna make a lot of Aeropress. And so I've run into trouble before where I'm over doing my bougie coffee thing in the corner and all my friends are just kind of like tapping their wrist, or my students are off catching themselves on fire, and I need to deal with things. And so depending on the trip, I'll adjust my, my balance. And so Aeropress is my first choice. If I can't do Aeropress, I'll do a pour over. Or if I'm in a big group setting and we're car camping or river camping, we'll generally have a French press around with us for that. So I'll run the gamut, but I have been known to carry excessively fancy coffee things into the backcountry.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, Mike, thank you so much for your time.
Yeah.
I'm Sarah Graff.
I'm Mike Young.
And thanks for watching.